Hi, it's Gabrielle Pollacco here. I'm going to show you a tutorial today on how to make these water distressed flowers. You've seen these on my layouts. Probably about a year ago I did a few layouts with this flower, and I got some notes from people saying that theirs don't come out quite the same as mine do. So I thought I'll just do a little demonstration so you can see how easy they are, and just a little extra, tweaking steps to make them look the way I have them looking here. This is a layout in progress, so I'm just going to move that over and I'll get started. Over here we have all the tools you'll need. Nothing really complicated, just some cardstock, some water, ink, some adhesives, scissors, and the only thing that's going to cost you a little is a punch, and it's not a lot. I got this at Walmart. It's the EK Success Retro Daisy Punch, and it's the tiny one. It's a very small flower. I think I paid like $4.25 for it at Walmart. Okay, so to get started, all I'm going to do is punch 5 of these daisies. Okay, so all you need is 5 here, and then take your white cardstock. You can use any color. I used yellow and white for this. I like using a white flower, but and a different color for the center. And you can go pink, you can go orange, any color that suits you. In this case, I used yellow for this layout. What you want to do is first cut a circle design. So here, just randomly cut a jaggedy sort of edge flower. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect, just sort of almost like a circle. Then you're going to cut one more larger one. I'm just going to snip a piece off to make it easier. And cut another circle, just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so you got one large and one small. With the smaller one, you'll take your ink. I used, let me just see what color, I think this is cadmium yellow. Hope I said that right. And just rub it in the middle. Might be wheat, I'm not sure of the color. It's kind of blurred off my paper. So just so it kind of fades out. So it doesn't have to be perfect, because once you add the water distressing, it's not rocket science. It's just a little bit of ink, and there we go. Okay. Now, to make the petals, it's really, really easy. Just snip a V groove in one end, turn it around, snip a V groove in the other end. Now you just want to make 6 petals, so you're going to make 2 more on each side. So they don't have to be perfectly evenly spaced. Flowers in nature aren't, so you don't have to worry if one petal turns out smaller than the other or anything like that. And don't worry about rounding it off too much, because you'll see we're going to curl in the edges, which gives it a really pretty look. Okay, that's garbage there. And again, clip that. Turn it around, do the opposite side. And my puppy is running around the dining room here, wreaking havoc. So all that crashing you hear is her. Okay, there we go. Almost done. Clip, clip. There, done. Okay, and now comes the spraying. You don't need a lot of water, just a little bit. Give it a little spray. And that's all you need, really. Now, this is the part where I think this is where people are having problems. Now, it doesn't have to be too wet. Just take it from the center and push it together. Crumple it up. Now, this is the trick. I like to do it twice. So I open it up, because sometimes you don't get a really natural look to it. See, it looks a little hard and coarse. So what I do is just open it up and crunch it again. So you get a few different folds in it. Okay, just put it aside for a second. Do the same with this one. Crinkle it up. You'll notice that it's pretty dry. It's not, you don't have to have it really soaking wet. That's less wait time for you too. Okay, open it up again. See, it's already starting to look like something. There you go. And I'll do one more crinkle up with the petals. Give it a good crush. Okay. And put it there. Now, I've got 5 of these. I'm going to just sprinkle up. For the middle one, I give a little crease like that. You can see what I'm doing. I just put a little crease in the middle of each petal, so that when I bring it together, it's going to create more like a rosy flower center. It's not just going to be as random as crinkling it up. See, you get a nice, even, rounded look there. Okay, so this is going to be my center. Put it aside. And make sure that's damp enough. Take the rest and do the same thing with it. Just crunch them all up. 2. Now I'm not going to wait for them all to dry, because I've got a couple here that I let dry that I'll show you after. There's one more. Okay. And the last one. Okay. Now that's enough time for everything to just sit. Now I'm going to open up this one. This is the outer petals. Open them out. There we go. Now, this is where you start making your flower look a little prettier. Take your flower and see these little corners here. Give it a little curl with your finger. That makes all the difference in making your flower look a little more natural and pretty. So, like I said before, you got those pointy corners. Don't worry about it. They're going to curl under. And it'll look, give a really pretty look to your flower. There. Okay. And we'll let that dry. And here's the other one. Not a lot of layers to this one. Most layers are just that little center piece. Okay. Then you just curl the edges on this one too. Just take your thumb and push it so it curls a little bit. So it just takes a minute to fuss around a little bit with it, but it makes all the difference in making your flower look more natural and pretty. Okay. And then you open up all of these. So if they're ready to, now I'm just open these out. What you're going to do now is put a little dab of glue in the center of each of these. Except keep the other one, the one that you curled into keep that one tight. Okay, so what you're going to do is take some glue, dab it in the center of each, and then you're ready for the next part. Here I already dabbed the glue. So all you do is you take your center one, see, like that, and pop it in the center. Pop it in the next one. The next one. And the last one. There you've got yourself a pretty little center. Okay? There we go. That's ready to go. Okay, and now here are 2 of them. See, this is what we had here. When they're dry, I'm going to layer them like that and put the piece in the center. Here I have 2 that are already dry. And I'm going to show you a nice glue I found recently. This is made by Glue Arts. It's 1/2-inch squares, and they're really neat because you don't have to wait for the glue to dry. They're just like a tacky adhesive. They come in squares like this. So all you do is take your flour, dab it on, and peel it up. You get a nice adhesive that immediately adheres. You don't have to wait for it to dry. Works perfectly for flowers. Okay, and in this case, I'm going to do the same thing with this flower. Stick it on there. I'm just going to fold that back a little bit, so I don't need that full 1/2-inch. And this is a real strong bond too, so it holds really well. And I don't let go of my finger. There. And there you go. We've got a flower done. So now you can put your project together, add your flowers on there. This is an awesome adhesive. This is, again, the Glue Arts 1/2-inch adhesive squares. And they really tack on tight. So that's a really good thing for adding embellishments. So as you can see, it's easy peasy to make here. You can try it with many different colors. So if you have any questions ever, just let me know on my blog and I'll see what I can do to help you. Thanks for watching.